Rowan here, and today I'm inside like many, working on 8 drills to help you improve at Ultimate inside the house. I've used each one of these activities many times throughout my career, and while many Ultimate activities are canceled right now, it's still important to maintain the good feel of the disc. Let's get started. First up, we're gonna go with the scuba flip at the bottom, and all we're gonna do here is just lock out our elbow and snap our wrist backwards, almost in the same mechanics as the scuba. Now there's 2 different activities we can do here. One is we can just throw each up and catch, or we can catch it in the middle of the throw and do it for as many as we can here. Again, since we're getting the feel of the disc, might as well bring it over to the left side and work on everything with both hands. Even though Ultimate is primarily a single arm sport, it's starting to become a little more popular to do some cool things, lefty scoobers, lefty backhands. So we really want to try to incorporate as much for these mini inside drills with both hands as possible. Again, the little scuba flip is one of my favorite things to do with the disc when I'm just kind of hanging out. This next activity is probably the most important for putting power and distance on a backhand indoors. And all we're gonna do is grip it like a backhand, really tight, and see how much spin we can get on the disc. Now this isn't a gentle throw up, we're not just throwing up and down, we're really trying to get that spin. And the disc doesn't have to go too high, it might hit the ceiling, that's fine, but you should be able to control it. Now it has so much spin that if you catch it on the wrong side, it should just snap at your hand. Okay, again, let's use both hands here too. It's a lot more difficult, and if you'll notice, it's wobbling a little bit more with my left. So again, backhand tight grip, and just seeing how much spin you can generate on the disc with your wrist. If your ceiling's a little higher, you can go a little bit higher, but you don't even really need to go higher than, right above your head. Okay. This next activity is also good for Ultimate games, and it's how I started to develop the speed and coordination to switch the grips. Kind of starting from this forehand, coming over and getting ready to throw the backhand, and vice versa. Now there's a couple different things we can do in this individual activity. One is we can use our second hand to help transition the throw both ways. We can also, if we want, try to do it with one hand, even backhand to forehand. While I don't recommend doing that in a game, it's just starting to develop the dexterity of the fingers and the coordination. Again, forehand to backhand, to forehand, one hand, two hand. You can even just start here and just work on, what we don't want to see is going from this backhand to a forehand grip and realizing it's not the right grip and then re-gripping. We want to be able to, when we switch grips, be right in our throwing sweet spots. The other thing when we can work on our grips indoors is you can throw up little throws to catch, pancake catch, clap catch, right into the backhand. Same thing for the forehand, little pancake catches forehand. And yeah, you can, work on all the types of catching, under grip, over grip. It doesn't really matter. But you can just kind of go through 10 at a time, 10 clap catches to forehands, 10 rabbit ears to backhands, and just do the whole cycle. A slightly more advanced indoor drill here is 3 discs, and it's just juggling. And this is gonna work on catch and release pretty quick. Also catching, hand-eye coordination, and it's got a lot of things packed into it. It takes some practice, but you should be able to kind of juggle these just as easily as tennis balls or whatever people juggle with these days. You're gonna make a lot of mistakes, for sure. You're gonna drop a lot, but you should be able to get the hang of it. Now there's a low ceiling here, but this is also a good drill for kind of backyards or just outside. But you can theoretically do it keeping it 6-7 feet and under. It's just a little harder and you have to move a little bit faster. Kind of speaking of that hand-eye coordination and catching, you can do the Flutter Guts game indoor with an opponent or just by yourself, and that's all you're doing is flipping the disc like a back flip and trying to catch it cleanly. It's very hard and it's pretty fun too. You can challenge yourself and flip it 10 times and see how many you can catch out of 10. I'll do that right now. Competition, see if you can beat me. This is on the spot too, so I haven't been practicing. 1 pinky catch. That's why we do these drills. You never know when you're gonna need a pinky catch. 1 for 1. Well, we'll have to look at the other camera. I think it was up, but you're actually not allowed to trap the disc in this game. So, drop. Clean. Clean. 4 for 5 with the right. Now we're going to the left. Maybe it's easier than I thought. 5 or 6. 7. That's great. 7 for 9. 8 for 10, pretty good. You can make it harder too by doing sideways flips, front flips. Just gotta mix it up, but yeah, it's a fun game. Thanks for checking out these 8 ways to improve your game indoors. I know everybody's frustrated and wants to go play their leagues, their seasons, and just some pickup with friends. But while we can still train inside, we should also try to maintain a feel for the disc. Hopefully we can go out there soon and start playing. And when we do, we want to be ready. If you want to see anything else on how to prepare or train for Ultimate Frisbee indoor or alone outside, let me know in the comments. As always, if you want to see more Ultimate Frisbee tutorials and content, head on over to excelultimate.com and we'll catch you there. Rowan.